Hi, folks. Ryan here. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Drinking a little homebrew. This is the Cooper's Australian Pale Ale that you might have seen in my How to Brew series of How to Brew the Easy Way. I am sorry about the quality of this video. I finally had to say, screw it, we're doing it live. Because I did the original video twice and my audio cut out. So I think my lapel mic's kicking the bucket or something, or had something is interfering with it, and I don't really know how to deal with it or handle it now. So now I'm going to be very nervous about ever using that thing again. Anyway, I don't really have a whole lot for you this week, folks. Like I said, once again, I am sorry for the video quality, and I would prefer not to release this, but I owe this video to you. So, oh, what the heck? Fly. That's what happens when we're live, right? You get a fly, and now it's going to buzz around, and you're going to hear it. Jeez, I just can't win. I cannot win. Anyway, I'm sorry. We'll pretend the fly wasn't on the part of the. Well, it wasn't on the part of the glass I'm going to drink out of. So we'll get rid of this glass. We're done with this. Anyway, all I got for you this week is just to taste this beer. Really, this is the third try at doing this video, so I've had a couple glasses of this beer at this point. And really, all it comes down to is I don't like pre-hopped extract kits. I don't think they're worth my time. I mean, they don't take a long time to brew, but I would not really recommend this for anyone who actually really likes beer, who likes tasting different beers, who likes having good beer. This is not for you. If you're someone who likes, or if you're someone who you brew because you have to sort of mentality, which is fine. There's a lot of people out there like that. Beer's too expensive where they're at. They don't have time to actually brew, but they want some options that are cheaper. Okay, go ahead and do this. This beer, when I did this one, it fermented down to 1001, which is extremely low for a beer. It's fairly dry, but it just doesn't have any taste at all, really. It almost has kind of a fake orangey scent to it. And the taste, there's nothing there. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem drinking this, but I wouldn't be able to call it a pale ale. But I just don't think it's good. And, I've yet to really find any of these pre-hop kits that I like. The only exception being the Mexican Cerveza. And the only reason that is because I can put lime in it, so I'm covering up the flavor with lime. Also, I'm sorry if I keep bumping the laptop. I'm doing this straight from my computer. But I'm not saying, hey, you need to go be an all-grain brewer so you get the best possible beer ever, because I've been doing all grain for the last few years, and I got burnt out on brewing. To where I didn't do it for a while, or sometimes if I was going to brew, it felt like a chore, and that's not good either. Like, you have to enjoy your hobby. If you're going to do this hobby, you need to enjoy it, really. I think you can make very good beers using extract. Just, I don't think pre-hopped extract's where it's at. I think it's convenient at most. It's kind of the instant pudding of home brewing, maybe. Although that's not fair, because instant pudding is pretty good. I don't know. I can't even really give a good analogy of where pre-hopped kits go, but you move on like one step above. Extract with specialty grains, where, yes, your extract is going to be your base flavor or your base malt of your beer you're making, but you have a lot of options. But then you go and put some freshly crushed grain on top of that, where no, you don't have to mash, but you're going to get flavors out of that grain. And then you're going to throw fresh hops in. I don't understand how a pre-hopped extract that's supposed to be something like an IPA, or in this case, a pale ale, is supposed to hold on to those hops. We brew beer, and our hops are going to fall out eventually. And a lot of times, it's fairly quickly. You get a few weeks, maybe a month, and your beer starts tasting different because the hops are dropping out. How do they do that in an extract kit that's supposed to last, I don't know, have a shelf life of 2 or 3 years? You know? So if you're someone and you want to brew good beer, but you don't have the means to do extract, you don't have the means to do all grain, do extract especially grain. You really don't need a lot of equipment. And if my audio turns out all right, I'm going to post the video of me brewing the Brewer's Best Blueberry Honey Ale. That was really fun to do, by the way. And it's still fermenting. I brewed it on Friday, and since when you see this, it's Wednesday, so it'll probably stay in the fermenter for another week and a half. And I also don't have a keg open yet for it, so we have to wait for that first. But I think I am done with pre-hop kits, and I only ever got them just to play around and see what they were like, and no, I'm just not a fan. I just don't think they're good. I'd rather go buy Bud Light at the store almost and waste my time doing this. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. And I understand there's a lot of people who do this out of necessity. It's hard to say you need to drink beer out of necessity, but if they're going to drink beer, the necessity of doing a pre-hop kit because they can't afford the alcohol, because I don't know, they live in Canada or somewhere where alcohol is very expensive because it's highly taxed. I'm not trying to really piss anyone off in this video, I promise. It's just, it's frustrating how popular these are, and it's just not good. You can brew better beer. If you actually like brewing, you owe it to yourself to brew the best possible beer that you can. And that's all I got for you this week, folks. Cheers. Catch you next time. I'm out.